All right, guys. Sorry about being such an idiot today, but I've been under the weather and I haven't been able to get my bearings. But we are going to get this live draft started. 0 RB. All right. Let's do this. This is the regular draft. Okay. So on a 0 RB, no running backs for the first 5 rounds. I'll take a tight end. If you have a flex or if you're in a best ball, this is the best strategy to use. So obviously, wow, I cannot believe that somebody took. Okay, so Robinson went. Barkley. So CD. Boy, I wish I had an earlier pick, but I'm still going to get good wideouts back to back. I'm going to get Amon-Ra, I think. Wow, I am. Sweet. I'll take him all day long here. So, boom, boom. All right, so I got Amon-Ra on the swing back. Somebody that I'm really high on is Garrett Wilson, but he's going to go. That's too early. Drake London would be great, or Brian Thomas. There goes Nico. There goes Brian Thomas. I would love to get Drake London here. Wow. I'll take him. Sweet. All right. So far, so good, considering where I picked. I was at 8. If I'm at 8 and I'm getting Drake London and Amon-Ra, I'm very happy with that. Okay. Ladd went off the board. AJ, I'm not worried about these other guys. I mean, guys like Jonathan Taylor, I mean, boring. You got a quarterback that's going to get a lot of playing time there that hawks touchdowns inside the 5. You have really not a very good identity over there. The team that had I had the 9th pick. The team that had the 7th pick with Puka and AJ Brown, that was the only other guy that did double wideout so far and is on his way to a 0 RB strategy. But All these running backs going early. It's crazy. Look at Rashee Rice at 211. Ugh. That's just a terrible pick, in my opinion. Who trusts a wide receiver from Kansas City? McBride gets a lot of catches, not a lot of touchdowns. Good for a PPR format. Let's see what happens on the way back here. The wide receiver is still available. I love Garrett Wilson. I doubt he'll be there for me. Tyreek Hill still on the board. McLaren. There's still some good wideouts. So I'm going to be able to really get a good trio of wideouts. And then I can start looking at a tight end. Maybe Laporta. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. There goes Garrett Wilson, who I'm high on. Bucky, I like Bucky. I like Bucky better than a lot of the running backs that went so far. There goes Josh Allen. Marvin Harrison. I would love to get Tyreek Hill or Terry McLaurin here. If I don't, I might go tight end and snag Laporta. I don't see Kittle. Yeah, I'll probably just go. Okay, there went Tyreek Hill. Mike Evans. I will go Mike Evans or Terry here. This guy's really thinking. Panic pick. Wow. All right, I'm going to go Scary Terry. I know he's got a contract dispute, but come on, dude. This is... And my zero RB strategy is working great right now. Amon-Ra, Drake London, and Terry, Scary Terry. So this is looking good. I can come back with Mike Evans or DJ Moore. JSN is going to be the guy in Seattle. That could be a good pick this year. There he goes. Anyway, so I was going to look at him hard. Devontae Adams is going to be on the other side of Puka. He's gone anyway. I wasn't going to really take him. I would like to get Mike Evans here, believe it or not. There he is. Zero RB strategy working beautifully. The ageless wonder of Evans. Now, I've got a good set of wide receivers. On the way back, we could start looking at a tight end. Because I do have some quarterbacks later on that I like. A guy that I would also like to get is Pickens, believe it or not. DJ's going to be gone. Well, he already got taken. I could have went DJ instead of Evans, but I just don't know how healthy. Well, they just drafted a rookie wideout. Evans is a touchdown maker. Coming back at tight end, I would love to get Sam Laporta on the way back here. His ADP to me seems high. The guy's got 17 touchdowns the last 2 seasons. And Kittle just went off the board. So Laporta might not be there. By the time it comes back to me. It's hard to believe that Hawkinson did not score last year. I know he was hurt. He would be a good security blanket for JJ. Kittle, the guys at China Doll. Jameis Williams, I like him a little bit. Jalen Hurts. You start getting into Chuba and Kenneth Walker. How long are those guys going to last? There went Pickens, who I like a lot this year. Sutton. Look at a quarterback. It's so hard to pass on Joe Burrow if he comes up here. I will take Joe Burrow if this guy doesn't take him. I'm not gonna have a stack. I have to take Joe Burrow here. Now, since I went quarterback instead of tight end, I could go running back now and wait on a tight end. Because I usually like to get a running back in the 6th round. And there's some good guys available. I am very high on Travion Henderson from Ohio State. Montgomery is still out there. Caleb Johnson. See, Hampton just got picked. So we got a little bit of a running back run anyway. Jordan Addison. There went Henderson. So the running back run came here where it usually does. I usually get Hampton or Henderson here, so they're going a little bit earlier. Debo, I don't like that pick. I'm on the clock. So to me, a safe pick would be David Montgomery here because he's going to get 1,000 yards most likely. He's going to get double-digit touchdowns. And I just want a safe pick at running back there. Judkins is probably the higher ceiling type thing, maybe in Dynasty especially, but for this season, I want Montgomery. Caleb Johnson, same thing. But Montgomery won't be back on the way back anyway. And the rookie running backs those guys are going to get a lot of playing time, but not right away. So far I've got a good wide receiver crew. Joe Burrow, and a running back that's going to get double-digit touchdowns. Wow, Javon Jennings, Stephon Diggs, third team, just locker room cancer. Rome Badunze, I just don't know about him. They drafted another rookie wideout, new regime. There went Caleb. There's a lot of other good, decent running backs available. Laporta is still out there, which probably not for long. If he lasts by the time he gets back to me, I'll go there. Otherwise, I can wait on tight end. I like a few other guys. Kind of high on Evan Ingram this year. See if he can get back to reality. Wide receivers that are available. Brandon Ayuk. I wonder if he'll have a bounce back season after the injury. Pittman. Keon Coleman. I mean, he's in a good situation. Mims. I like Mims. So there's some decent. All right, let's see. If this guy doesn't take, this guy's going to take Laporta for sure. Don't take Laporta. I mean, if he does, I'll take Hawkinson. I'm high on him anyway, but I'd rather have Laporta. Anyway, Laporta. Oh. And you know what? That was a auto pick on top of it. Do I go with Hawkinson here or do I wait? I really like Hawkinson this year. He's going to have more of a 23 season than a 24 season. He was hurt. So I'm going to go there. I got my tight end one out of the way. Now I'm going to go back to either, believe it or not, I'll look at a wideout, but there's a few guys that I like. I like Keon Coleman. I like Luther Burden from Chicago. I like Mims. And again, these are all my fifth wideouts. Believe it or not, I like McMillan before they got crazy with the draft. Michael Wilson, maybe a little bit. Yeah, we'll see what happens there. So I queued a few of those guys. Running back, Jalen Warren, Cam Scatterboot, and Tracy. These guys are going real close. I always did like Zach Charbonnet. Ray Davis is a sneaky pick this year. Trey Benson is a sneaky pick this year. Isaac Garendo, I mean, isn't McCaffrey going to get hurt? Tyler Algier, I mean, there's a lot of good running backs left. Roshan Johnson. Does Roshan Johnson play the Montgomery role this year? Braylon Allen, I like. There's a lot of guys there. So I got a lot of people queued in. See what happens. Let me fix this. There went Cooper. All right, I'm on the clock. So I can go Jalen Warren here, who is going to be splitting time, or I can go Cam, who will also be splitting time. Cam is not, he's got better upside. He's not going to be around when I get back. So I'm going to go with Cam Scatterbo. because even though Warren won't be around, I can come back. I can get a guy like, well, I can get maybe his teammate because Tyrone Tracy is going behind him. We'll see if he's back. If not, I'll go at Ray Davis, Trey Benson, guys like that. Of course, I like everybody at Q. It's good value. Also, do I want to think about a stack situation with a quarterback? If you look at the quarterbacks that are available, Penix, pretty much Penix or yeah, those guys I can get late for a stack. I can go McCarthy even with the tight end. So I can go Penix. I can go McCarthy. I can go even Jared Goff with a stack. I can go. Yeah, I do like Dak a lot. I just could not. Probably, well, Pickens, he went in the fifth round. And of course, I didn't get CD. I drafted too late. So I was, I love that stack and a lot of my drafts getting CD and then coming later and getting Dak. Let me fix this. All right, you know what's cool? In a best ball scenario, I like getting both the running backs because if one goes down, I got the other guy. I will take Tyrone Tracy here, and then I'll hope that Luther Burden comes back to me. Okay, so I got Tracy, so which is cool because I got Scattaboo and I got Tracy, and Tracy's good value. And I got Montgomery. I can go with my fifth wideout with Luther Burden. If he gets taken, then I'll probably go Ray Davis. Man, look at Mark Andrews. How the mighty has fallen. And the guy had so many. Let me call him in a few minutes. I'll tell you what, if Mark Andrews is still available for value, I think I'm going to take him. I'll have two good, really tight ends. Where would I go, Luther Burden? No, because yeah, I like Kincaid a lot. I can go Kincaid later. You know what? I'm going Luther. He's the type of guy that could do well in the second half of the season as my fifth wideout. Just keep in mind, I had Mike Evans, Scary Terry, Drake London, and Amon Ra. I'll build up the running back room a little bit more. Still got Montgomery. I got Scattaboo. I still have a lot of running backs that I like. These running backs get hurt all the time, and I hate wasting a lot of draft capital early on a running back. Hmm. How many rounds we got left? Plenty. This is where you can win a best ball league right here with these picks. Some interesting picks. There goes Mims. I like Mims. Ramadre is a guy that really kind of like in best ball. I like to have him when I get Travion Henderson. And this guy actually got the other rookie, Caleb Johnson. So he probably should have went with Warren. He didn't get it, but he's got a lot of running backs. His wide receiver room's kind of weird. Rashee Rice, I'm not high on. I don't trust a wide receiver from Kansas City. Garrett Wilson, I like. Devontae Smith is good. Judy is okay. I don't know what's going to happen in Cleveland. And now you got Jack back. That wide receiver room is weird. All right, now, where am I going to go here? I think I'm going to go Ray Davis. I'm kind of high on Ray Davis this year. And I'll come back with Trey Benson back to back. So I'll go Ray. Oh, here it is. All right, so I got Ray Davis on a offense. Now, look, everybody's talking about, Josh Allen's going to hawk the TDs. Listen, he's not going to be always running like that. And Ray Davis, I think they want Ray Davis to get those. And he's got good hands, too. And James Cook had an unbelievable season last year. To duplicate that, I don't know. That's going to be tough. I would love to get Trey Benson on the way back to bolster up the running back room. And you can see what my good wideouts that I have. By the way, I have Joe Burrow on my team. If I could, the running back room is looking good. One more pick. Hopefully, I get Trey. Where's it at over here in the running backs? They got Blue ahead of him on Dallas. This guy already sniped me once. With Eckler. Ugh. Eckler. Oh, is that terrible? I'll take Trey Benson. All right. Trey Benson has to have. I think that's good value in the 12th round. He's a guy that was getting drafted way earlier than that last year, and I feel like he's going to have a big bounce back season. So far, not too bad. Dalton Kincaid is still out there. Man, Kyle Pitts, gosh. The guy's talented. He's more of a wide receiver. There went Kincaid. I really like Roshan Johnson and Braylon Allen. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take Algier out. I like those two guys. As far as a quarterbacks go, I like Penix. To be honest with you, Bryce Young isn't that bad either. This one, as crazy as that might sound. I'm going to need another quarterback, and I'm going to need another tight end at some point. I've got 5 running backs, and 5 wideouts. And so far, I like all my picks. Mike Evans. Hopefully the wheels don't fall off. I could have went DJ Moore there. I'm kind of thinking, man, maybe I should have took DJ Moore instead of Mike Evans. But man, Mike Evans for my 4th wideout, I had to take him there. McMillan. I like McMillan. I had him last year. He played well when they had some injuries out there on the outside. CJ bounce back season maybe this year. And anybody watching, let me know where I went bad. I mean, here's my draft so far. This is a 0 RB draft. And I didn't take a running back into the 6th round with David Montgomery, but I got Joe Burrow and 4 really good wideouts. Of course, you're going to sacrifice that running back, but running backs get hurt, and I like some of the names that I have. There went Algier anyway. Okay, so for me, I'm probably going to, oh, gosh, they just took Penix. Son of a bitch. That guy, those 2 guys before me have been sniping the shit out of me. Now I'll just wait. I'm not going to pick any. I'll pick, hell, I'll pick Aaron Rodgers or Bryce Young later. Okay. So I'm on the clock. I do like Braylon Allen a lot. None of those wideouts, none of those tight ends. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go Braylon Allen. I like this kid, the kid from Wisconsin, and he could start. I know, Brees Hall is the guy, but Braylon Allen, we saw him play well last year. On the way back, guys, again, I love Roschon Johnson to play that David Montgomery role from Detroit. How Montgomery played that in Johnson's system over there, and now that he's the head coach in Chicago, Roschon Johnson, no relation, could be the guy getting all those goal line carries and racking up double-digit touchdowns if the offense clicks. So I could go with Roschon coming back. Bryce Young's going to be there. I'm not going to pick a running back. I'll probably go Roschon here unless I see nothing there and anything at tight end that I like. Strange is cool. K-Dot and yeah, I'm going to go Roschon. Lots of upside. Hell, he had 6 TDs last year. Okay. He might get 12 this year. All right, so my running back room, I got a lot of guys that have a lot of upside. I got Braylon Allen, Roschon Johnson in the new offense, the Detroit offense. Trey Benson, who was highly thought of as a rookie last year, and he slipped. I mean, last year he was going in the 6th round. He's going in the 12th round this year. Ray Davis, same thing. Of course, I got Scadaboo and Tracy. They're both going to score. This is a best ball like format, so whoever does the better of the 2 I get their points, and of course Montgomery. So we're looking pretty good. We got 4 rounds left. Now this is all about just getting that other tight end, getting that other quarterback, and any other value that you see. I got 7 running backs and 5 wideouts. I'm gonna have to get another wideout or 2. Man, I do like Roman Wilson. I like Roman Wilson this year. And his ADP is kind of a joke. So I'm going to pick him up with Aaron Rodgers with my next pick. And he'll be my sixth wide receiver. I'm sure he'll be available unless one of these guys gets smart. I've been taking Roman Wilson in a lot of my drafts around this time, and people are starting to get keen on him. Ooh, there went Bryce. No good. I mean, look, I'll take Aaron. Look, I'll take Aaron Rodgers. God, even Anthony Richardson, if he can win the job back, if he actually dart, he'll probably get some PT. So, but Aaron Rodgers is a decent backup. I would love to get Roman Wilson though on my next pick here because I need another wideout. This is a. Let's see what we got here. Hey, what's up, buddy? This is fantasy football. We're doing a mock draft. I don't know if you pay attention to American football, but we're having a good time here. If you have any insight, let me know. Yeah, all the usual suspects are going, but I would love to see Roman Wilson fall to me here. All right, and I will get him. Boom. All right, so I got Roman Wilson. Coming back, I'm going to take Aaron Rodgers. Sam Darnold might be a good option as well. But since I got Roman Wilson, I'll take Aaron Rodgers as my backup. Hunter Henry. I will need another tight end as well. Dalton Schultz. Conklin. I do like Conklin. Hmm. Wait a moment. All right, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, the guy threw 28 touchdowns last year, almost 4,000 yards. Pretty amazing for a guy that everybody said sucks. So I'll be happy to take Roman Wilson and Aaron Rodgers back to back in the 15th and 16th round of a best ball. Now it's just, I would like to get one more tight end, a backup tight end. And then the last pick, Mr. Irrelevant, it could be anything, any position, whatever you see fit. I'm probably going to take Dalton Schultz, although Gesicki. Keenan Allen, he's he's not signed yet, but I guess in the 16th round, why not? Any other wideouts do I like? These guys. Not big. Running backs. Blake Corum, God, he's decent. Jerome Ford. Man. Dalton Schultz is gone. So, I mean, I need a tight end. Juwan Johnson, 66 targets last year. There went Corum. I liked him a little bit. Wilson, I liked him a little bit. You know what? I'm going to go with Cheeg. This guy will be the security blanket for a rookie quarterback. Could have a lot of upside. And these next two guys have 3 tight ends each. I can't see them taking a tight end here, so I'll get this guy. And then with my last pick, we'll just kind of wing it. This guy's an auto pick. Actually, he's not an auto pick. He's just not around. Come on, man. Make a pick. You know, it's not that hard, guys, to go on autopilot when you do this shit. All right, I'm going to go with Cheeg. The guy had 70 targets. He'll be a nice security blanket. And for the rookie quarterback. Now, coming back, I've got 2 tight ends. I got 2 quarterbacks. I've got plenty of running backs. Do I want to go with another wideout, or do I want to go with another quarterback? Do I want to take a chance with one of the Giants quarterbacks, like Dart or Shador Sanders? Probably not with the 2 guys that I have. I like Jerome Ford a little bit. Mitchell in Indiana, Tyler Lockett. I mean, Tyler Lockett, he's in a new situation. He could have a renaissance here. I think he's good value. I'll probably take him. Yeah, let's go there. So I took 2 quarterbacks, 7 running backs, 7 wideouts, and 2 tight ends. That's kind of like what I normally do. And with my draft, guys, this is 0 RB, best ball. There's one other guy that did the same thing as me. Okay, and he's obviously doing the 0 RB strategy. This is this Jake guy here. He took Puka, A.J. Brown, Tyreek Hill, and McMillan from Carolina. Okay, McMillan, the rookie. Tyreek Hill, Brown, and Nakua. I mean, that's a pretty good wide receiver room. Me, I got Amon-Ra, Drake London, Scary Terry, and Mike Evans. And I end up getting Joe Burrow, which usually I take a tight end and then I go running backs and get a quarterback later. I like to get Dak late. Where did Dak go? Dak went where the hell did he get drafted? Am I blind? Oh, right here. He went in the 10th round. Okay. So, yeah. Usually I like to wait. So I got Burrow in the 5th this year because, gosh, man, he's got 5,000 yards and 45 touchdowns written all over him, doesn't he? So once in a while I like to reach for quarterback, but typically I'm going to go for Dak, or I'm going to go for even a guy like Justin Fields, who I think is going to have a bounce back season. Bo Nix. Michael Penix I like. You can get those guys late. But Dak is a guy that I think is going to have a big year, and he's worth the value when you're getting him this year. But I went with Joe Burrow, and then I come back in the 6th round with Montgomery. He should get 10 TDs again. I took TJ. I wanted Laporta. I ended up getting TJ. Then I get both Giants running backs, which was great for a best ball because I'm going to get the highest score every week. And if there's an injury, it makes the other guy that much more productive. Luther Burden from Chicago is now the true number 3 and could develop nicely later on. He's my 5th wideout. I got really good running backs back to back to back to back. Ray Davis, Trey Benson, Braylon Allen, and Roschon Johnson. All of these guys, I talked about why I like them. Roschon Johnson's going to play the Montgomery role in Chicago, and Braylon Allen played well last year in kind of like a split time, to be honest with you. He's too talented. Trey Benson and Ray Davis are going to have bounce-back seasons. Roman Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. There's a stack there, a late stack in the 15th and 16th rounds. And then to get Tyler Lockett in the last round, in the last pick, I mean, hey, you might have a renaissance out in Tennessee. So lots to like. That is a best ball 0 RB draft. I'm going to do one of these a week, guys. So just like and subscribe, and you'll see it pop up. I'll give ample notice. Hopefully I won't screw up like I did today where I accidentally clicked on it's like a long form draft. It's like 12 hours in between picks or 10 hours or some stupid thing like that. But before you know it, fantasy football drafts are going to be here. So you got to do this stuff now to get used to things. Anyway, hope you guys like the content, and I will talk to you guys later.